Hi, my bud and budlets. It's Gabby from Budlong Avenue Productions. How's the week going? The world's still on fire. We're still tailoring our resumes and upskilling for a job that we hope to have. My God, is the human spirit resilient? Am I right? We didn't start the fire, but we're having to find an exit strategy so we don't get caught in the flames. Tale as old as time. Thanks, elites. Really freaking appreciate it. Anyways, so I'm back with another review, this time for episode 9, season 18 of RuPaul's Drag Race. I gotta hand it to Kenya. She shattered the Miami alliance by sending Mia home, and I think that production wants this because they want to see Juicy all alone. They know that she's vulnerable. They also know that she's like they want to stress test her. I mean, as we understand in this system, they never let talent actually rise to the top. They got to make it suffer a little bit so they can extract some of that energy. So it'll be interesting to see, how Juicy does now that, her two Miami homegirls are gone. But enough of that in a minute. Kenya is outmatched in terms of winning challenges, and I truly believe that she was next on the chopping block, which is why her win over Mia was so startling. I honestly feel like, and this is no shade to Kenya, that Mia had more to give the competition, but I like Kenya because she's great energy, so I'm happy she's still around. During the mini challenge, which is back, Kenya was voted most likely to go home. Now, in Storyland, whenever we get these sound bites about, I gotta step my coochie up, and then we see her other competitors choose to send, think that she's going to be eliminated next, it's like production is priming us for her elimination. So we are expecting Kenya to do bad and go home because she's struggled. But Kenya has proven this episode that she is quite strategic. She played to her strengths in the musical and she avoided being on the bottom and thus elimination. She placed high in this challenge. She broke the curse. What Kenya lacks in lip syncing or acting skills, she definitely makes up for in social. She knows how to play the social game of life, and y'all, we are definitely going to see her more. I do believe that she's going to be a comrade, business wise, of WoW in the future. All right, on to Discord. Per Nini, Discord has been chronically safe, and I'm thinking, why is that a bad thing? Discord has a strong story. She's a hit with the fans, and she has a creative POV that stands out, and she's never been in the bottom. If anything, not being the judge's favorite, but having the fan level set Discord up for success post-season. I think it's really gooch that Kenya and Discord have to split a $2,500 cash prize. Y'all make millions, tens of millions of, probably more than that, in revenue off a drag race. Like y'all could afford to give these girls 2,500 a piece, okay? You can't even get a good wig for less than $500. Trying to make them split $2,500. What's wrong with y'all? I'm confused why Discord was the most nervous about the musical. Isn't she in a band back home? Or was she just trying to manage everyone's expectations about her talent show, or after her talent show, rather? I do not understand how Discord was in the bottom. I know that they're splitting hairs and they had to put someone in the bottom, but it shouldn't have been her. If anything, it should have been Nini because my eyes were glued to Discord the whole time she was up there. Every week, Discord surprises us with what she can do and shows us a new side of her. And honestly, I my instincts about people are right because I loved her the minute she walked in that workroom. And she seems to be like a decent person out of drag, so I feel really good about supporting her. Miss Athena. Her performance was okay, not bad, but I had really high expectations of her because of the Big Mama role. Athena might not be the best at choreo, as we saw during the dance rehearsal, but she's so much fun to watch, which is why she's so successful. During the lip sync, I definitely felt initially that Juicy was doing better. I applaud Athena for playing the mother role by placing Juicy on her lap. It was good theater. I know the pit stop, Del Rio and Plasma. They thought it was kind of weird, but I'm like, but that's playing into like the grandmama role. So that actually her pulling Athena on her, Athena pulling Juicy on her lap and saying, I love you right before the lip sync ends made sense to me. When Rude told Juicy that she was staying, I immediately thought, oh, okay, so that means Athena too, right? I was shocked. I'm sorry, y'all. I really thought Athena was going to make it to the top four at least because of her legacy, her talent, her rep, reputation. But no, I guess it was her time to go, which falls into my previous theory about they really wanted to stress test Juicy and see is she worth going to the finale or making it close. They are really playing with our emotions. Every time we think we know how an elimination is going to go, the judges do something completely out of left field, and I have no doubt it's to keep us watching and on our toes and off their trail. Who are you? That's the question that Rue posed to Juicy in the last challenge on the main stage. That's a good question. Who is she? All we know is that she's Athena's granddaughter, Morphine's drag daughter, and unfortunately battled a drug addiction. I'd love to know what spawned that drug addiction. Not because it's really 100% any of our business, but I don't know. For I wouldn't guess that somebody like Juicy would have a debilitating drug addiction. And not that it needs to be her whole personality because addiction is very much baked into the fabric of this very sick system. So it's nothing to be ashamed of. But I want to know like how does she keep it together? How is she such a bright light even when she's going through something so dark? So I think it's a good question. Who is Juicy? Rue is holding a magnifying glass to Juicy because she can't skate by on being this bendy, cute queen. Rue wants more, and as y'all know, Rue loves to pressure test these queens. Now, if you had told me that Juicy was going to be on the bottom this episode, I would not have believed you because she got more confessionals during the rehearsals and she did well in choreo, as did Kenya, who we barely heard from. And I believe this is a tactic that they use for us to be surprised by the performance and the judges' critiques. As mentioned in her recording session, Juicy did well in the musical, but there wasn't enough energy in what she was saying. It's not like she was singing, she was more like just whisper talking, rhythmically talking. And that gave Kenya the advantage because if Kenya don't have nothing else, she got personality. Juicy never fails to say serve face, and she definitely was moving like a professional, but her voice didn't match the energy in her face and her movements, and that's unfortunate. Jane, congratulations on your second win. You are in the front runners circle with Nene and Juicy. I think that Jane is a powerhouse and she is probably the one to beat this season, as I truly believe this is Jane Don't season to lose. But here's the thing. For everything great that she has going for her as a performance artist and a drag queen, it is kind of the same thing that we've been seeing for several weeks in a row. And I wonder if we're going to get a critique about her switching it up, which at this point is not going to happen because we're almost to the finale. Darlene, my bedroom queen. I didn't I didn't have a whole lot to say about her story wise, except that Darlene seems to know where she fits in, and her main focus is let me just be the best I can be and let these queens and these producers and these judges figure it out amongst themselves, which I love because even though she does not have a win, she's with Kenya, Darlene, Discord have zero wins. Even though Darlene has no wins, she's been strong almost every week. She has not had a weak week yet. She's so her playing the dog I think was a good choice. She was really cute. She got to sit next to the lead, so all eyes were on her as well. So I'm rooting for Darlene to go far and show people that bedroom queens are just as fierce as queens that are out in the wild. So Nene and Juicy at the start of this episode were the front runners, which I love because Nene and Juicy are two very different queens, but they're both excelling. And that speaks to the diversity of the casting choices and of the talent levels and strengths that these queens bring to this cast. Now, Nene wants to be Fanny. She wants to be the lead in the musical because she won Snatch Game. Now, hold on now, girl. Can you sing? Because if you can't sing, you need to let Mikey have the role. And I'm glad that she did. I wasn't really feeling Jane's like rolling of the eyes, like, girl, bye. Good for Nene for just like taking her time and having enough presence of mind to say, you know what, I'm actually not the right person for this role. Let me just do another one, a different one. Mikey is my queen. She gave her part to Nene when she saw that Nene was really stressed out about taking the Pepper role. And she was kind of cute with it. Let's see how you do with all the singing, which it was a throwback to Saphira versus Mirage. Okay, here's the scoreboard so far. We've got 2 wins for Juicy, Nene, and now Jane. 1 win for Athena and Mikey, and 0 wins for Darlene, Kenya, and Discord. So, our bottom two was Juicy and Athena. They both have a win, and you know, resting competition, Athena. She's off the show for now. I do think that they are also trying to bring back departed queens because why did the producers prompt the girls to be like, which queen that's eliminated do you think should still be here? And then in the edit, they kept in Vita's name, which makes me think that Vita is going to be connected somehow to a big storyline. Either she's going to win or be on the bottom, or she's going to have a big storyline as far as like this new challenge. So that's my prediction. And again, they teased it that they're going to be bringing back another queen. So I wonder who it's going to be. That's all of my thoughts, you all, for episode 9, season 18 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I will talk to you later. Thank you. Bye.